Coffee Break Spanish, Program 14.
Buenos dias, how you do? We got something for you. A bit of Spanish you can try. It's not hard, now don't you cry. Más cerveza, por favor. Un cafecito, I want more. No haggis here, I hope that's fine. Just a bit of Espanol online. Espanol, you're in control. Just be resilient. One in Spanish is dead brilliant. Just be prepared. Mark and Kara will take you there. Now you're on a roll. It's Coffee Break Español.
Bueno, ¿qué tal estamos todos? You're listening to Coffee Break Spanish, the podcast which brings you language learning with your latte.
With Coffee Break Spanish, you can join learners from all around the world who are learning Spanish with our weekly podcasts.
I'm Mark, me llamo Mark y soy el profesor.
Y yo soy Kara, la estudiante. Estoy aprendiendo español con Coffee Break Spanish.
Kara's learning Spanish just like you, and I'm here to teach you over the next 20 minutes.
We've got another packed show for you today, and we're going to be continuing what we started last week.
We dealt with places in the town and some simple directions last week. This week, it's time to develop that a bit more.
Bueno, empecemos. Let's begin.
¿Estás lista, Kara?
Sí, estoy lista para aprender español con Coffee Break Spanish.
Coffee Break Español.
Okay, so before we get into this week's lesson and all the new material we're going to cover, Kara, I believe you've got a question about something that we covered last week.
Yeah, last week we learned how to say near to, cerca de, and I was wondering why the first C is pronounced th, but the second C is pronounced ke.
Okay, that is a very good question. For our listeners, the word cerca is spelled C-E-R-C-A. So you've got a C at the beginning and then a C later in the word, and they're both pronounced differently. Let's deal with C-A first of all. C-A, and indeed C-O and C-U in Spanish all have the hard C sounds. So it's ca, co, cu. Ca, for example, calle, the word for street.
Calle.
Calle. And co, as in the phrase ¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Mm-hmm. And cu, as in the word curioso.
Curioso.
Curioso means curious or nosy. So, ca, co, cu.
Ca, co, cu.
Okay, ca, co, cu. However, when C is followed by an E or an I, it changes its pronunciation. And just to complicate matters further, it depends where you're going to be in a Spanish-speaking country as to what that pronunciation is. So in Spain, it's th as in TH. So you have sounds like centro
Centro.
and ciudad.
Ciudad.
Centro is centre and ciudad is city. Centro,
Centro.
ciudad.
Ciudad.
However, in most of Latin America and indeed some parts of Spain, you would say centro
Centro.
and ciudad.
Ciudad.
So the CE and CI take either the TH pronunciation in Spain or the S pronunciation, the S type pronunciation in most of Latin America. And that's how you know whether it's th, s, or k.
Okay, thank you.
Fairly complicated, but hopefully it makes sense. Okay, now we're going to be using these places in the town and adding some more places in the town into the language that we're covering in today's lesson. We're going to start by putting into practice what we were learning there about the letter C in Spanish, by learning the phrase centro comercial.
Centro comercial.
Okay, so if repeat after me. Centro comercial.
Centro comercial.
Now, if you're in Latin America, you would say centro comercial.
Centro comercial.
Okay. So that is a shopping centre, a commercial centre, literally. Un centro comercial.
Centro comercial.
Okay. Now, centro comercial is a masculine phrase, a masculine word. So we would talk about el centro comercial.
El centro comercial.
How would you say, where is the shopping centre?
¿Dónde está el centro comercial?
¿Dónde está el centro comercial? Muy bien. We're going to continue with some other phrases, and then we're going to use all of these phrases in a particular construction. Let's learn the word for a bar. Very straightforward in Spanish. Un bar.
Un bar.
Un bar.
Un bar.
Muy bien. So the bar would be el bar.
El bar.
El bar.
El bar.
Or a bar, un bar.
Un bar.
Muy bien. What about the word for a hospital? Un hospital.
Un hospital.
Un hospital.
Un hospital.
So a hospital is un hospital. The hospital is
El hospital.
el hospital.
El hospital.
Muy bien. So centro comercial, bar, hospital. What about a cafetería?
Cafetería.
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 A cafetería is a sort of cafe type bar place, normally where coffees and sometimes snacks as well are served. And it's a nice place to go for a coffee in Spain or a Latin American country. Cafetería.
Cafetería.
It's feminine, so it's una cafetería.
Una cafetería.
Una cafetería.
Una cafetería.
How would you say the cafetería?
La cafetería.
Muy bien. And finally, the word for a chemist. Farmacia.
Farmacia.
A chemist in the UK is probably known elsewhere as a pharmacy, so farmacia
Farmacia.
is very similar to the word pharmacy. Una farmacia.
Una farmacia.
Try to make sure you're pronouncing this as farmacia and not farmacia, which is wrong. So farmacia.
Farmacia.
Una farmacia.
Una farmacia.
How would you say the pharmacy?
La farmacia.
Muy bien. Okay, we said we were going to use these phrases and words in a particular construction. And this construction is hay un bar por aquí.
Hay un bar por aquí.
Okay, so we've got the un bar as an example in this particular sentence. Hay is spelt Hay. Hay.
Hay.
Hay.
Hay.
When you see that word, it's quite tricky to remember that you don't pronounce the H. Hay.
Hay.
So we would say, hay something por aquí.
Hay por aquí.
Por aquí, you know what aquí means already?
Here.
Here. So por aquí means round about here, near here.
Por aquí.
Okay, so the phrase hay un bar por aquí
Hay un bar por aquí.
means, is there a bar around here? Hay un bar por aquí.
Hay un bar por aquí.
Muy bien. So we could also ask, ¿hay un centro comercial por aquí?
Hay un centro comercial por aquí.
Or ¿hay un centro comercial?
Hay un centro comercial por aquí.
Por aquí. I forgot to say por aquí there. Okay. ¿Hay un hospital por aquí?
Hay un hospital por aquí.
¿Hay una cafetería por aquí?
Hay una cafetería por aquí.
¿Hay una farmacia por aquí?
Hay una farmacia por aquí.
Okay, so you get the idea. Hay, then the word por aquí.
Hay por aquí.
Por aquí, meaning around about here. So that's another way of asking where is or is there something near here. And it's a very useful phrase, particularly if you're looking for a shop or a bar or something in particular. Two more phrases that we're going to learn that will help you describe where something is are enfrente de.
Enfrente de.
Enfrente means opposite. Enfrente de.
Enfrente de.
Enfrente de.
Enfrente de.
Al lado de.
Al lado de.
Al lado de means beside.
Al lado de.
Al lado de.
Al lado de.
So, we're going to use these two phrases along with cerca de and lejos de to come up with some sentences talking about our town. Let's start with something straightforward. I'd like you to translate into Spanish. The shopping centre is near the bar. Cara, can you come up with that one?
El centro comercial está cerca de el bar.
Muy bien, muy bien. Now, there's one slight thing that changes here. And that is, in Spanish, when de and el come together, it becomes del.
Del.
So rather than saying el centro comercial está cerca de el bar, you would say el centro comercial está cerca del bar.
El centro comercial está cerca de del bar.
Del bar, exacto. Del bar. Okay, try something else. The chemist's or the pharmacy is far from the market. Cara.
La farmacia,
La farmacia.
la farmacia está lejos del mercado.
Muy bien. Del mercado. You remember that de plus el becomes del. Del mercado. La farmacia está lejos del mercado. Let's use enfrente de this time. Okay, so opposite, in front of. The swimming pool is in front of or opposite the tourist information office.
La piscina está enfrente de la oficina de turismo.
Muy bien. La piscina está enfrente de la oficina de turismo. Or, for Latin American listeners, la piscina está enfrente de la oficina de turismo. Okay, now, what we're going to do now is use some of the language that we've covered today and practice it in a song, because you know that we like doing some singing on the program. I like doing some singing in the program. Cara doesn't. So we're going to sing a song, and I'm going to teach you the words of this song. It's all about mi ciudad, or mi ciudad. And mi ciudad is my town, or my city. So the words go something like this. En la ciudad.
En la ciudad.
Donde vivo yo.
Donde vivo yo.
So you know what vivo means?
I live.
I live. And donde?
Where?
So, donde vivo yo.
Where I live.
So, en la ciudad donde vivo yo.
In the city where I live.
Okay. And then I'm going to use the word hay, this word that we've learned already. So there is or there are. Hay muchas cosas interesantes. Muchas cosas are many things. And what type of things am I talking about? Interesantes.
Interesting.
Interesting. So, hay muchas cosas interesantes.
Hay muchas cosas interesantes.
Okay, now we're going to go back to a lesson where we learned about likes and dislikes and talk here about hay un cine.
Hay un cine.
Un cine is?
A cinema.
Okay, so hay un cine.
Hay un cine.
Y una catedral.
Y una catedral.
Muy bien. Hay un cine y una catedral.
Hay un cine y una catedral.
So there's a cinema and a cathedral. Y hay 19 restaurantes.
Y hay 19 restaurantes.
Muy bien. What does that last line mean?
And we have 19 restaurants.
19 restaurants, that's right. It's a bit of a silly song, but hopefully it will help you remember the words for talking about what there is in your town. Because now you can say, en mi ciudad or en la ciudad donde vivo yo, hay muchas cosas interesantes. Hay un cine y una catedral, and of course in your town there will be 19 restaurantes. What we're going to do is learn the tune of this song. So I am going to sing the line and you can sing the line along with me. Cara, you going to do some singing? ¿Vas a cantar hoy?
We might try.
Cara's going to try singing. Oh, excellent. Muy bien. Bueno, vamos a ver. En la ciudad donde vivo yo.
En la ciudad donde vivo yo.
Hay muchas cosas interesantes.
Hay muchas cosas interesantes.
Hay un cine y una catedral.
Hay un cine y una catedral.
Y hay 19 restaurantes.
Y 19 restaurantes.
Muy bien, muy bien. I hope you were all singing along at home, or in the car, or at the gym, and I hope you didn't get too many strange looks as you were singing along. There are another 2 verses to the song, and all that happens is you change the third line. So the third line in the second verse would go, hay un bar y un centro comercial.
Hay un bar y un centro comercial.
Okay, the rhythm of that line needs to keep quite tight, so it's hay un bar y un centro comercial.
Hay un bar y un centro comercial.
Try not to say comercial in this case, comercial.
Comercial.
Hay un bar y un centro comercial.
Hay un bar y un centro comercial.
That's it, comercial.
Comercial.
And you run un together.
Un.
Hay un bar y un centro comercial.
Hay un bar y un centro comercial.
Okay, and then in the third verse it's hay una oficina de turismo.
Hay una oficina de turismo.
Muy bien. Okay, I think it's time to sing along. Let's have some music. En la ciudad donde vivo yo hay muchas cosas interesantes. Hay un cine y una catedral y hay 19 restaurantes. En la ciudad donde vivo yo hay muchas cosas interesantes. Hay un bar y un centro comercial y hay 19 restaurantes. En la ciudad donde vivo yo hay muchas cosas interesantes. Hay una oficina de turismo y hay 19 restaurantes. Bueno, I hope you enjoyed singing along to the song and that you can now talk about what there is in your town.
Coffee break español.
¿Qué tal hoy? Now you've got no excuse for getting lost in any Spanish-speaking place you find yourself.
Since many of you are learning Spanish because you intend to travel to Spain or Mexico or another Spanish-speaking country, we hope you found this useful.
Now that we know how to ask where various places in the town are, we'll be putting our language skills to use in next week's show.
We'll be asking, ¿Dónde está el café? The time has finally come to order the coffees in Coffee Break Spanish. It might be more of a café con leche than a language learning latte though.
We really enjoy reading your emails and your comments in the blog and the forum. Keep them coming. It's also been great fun reading your reviews on iTunes, especially in the local iTunes in different countries around the world. Muchas gracias a todos.
Y ya está. We hope you've enjoyed today's lesson and we look forward to next week when we can sit back and relax with that long-awaited coffee.
Gracias a todos otra vez. Hasta la semana que viene.
Gracias y adiós.
Coffee break español.
If you're learning Spanish with Coffee Break Spanish, don't forget that you can get much more out of your Coffee Break Spanish experience by becoming a premium member. You can sign up for a bronze, silver, gold or platinum membership, and, depending on which membership you go for, you can get access to lesson guides explaining all the vocabulary and language points covered, transcripts of all dialogues included in our lessons, enhanced podcasts which provide synchronized flashcards for use on iPods and iPhones, extra listening materials in the form of top-up podcasts, and for Platinum members, there are word lists for each group of lessons, worksheets and answer keys, access to abridged versions of the show to speed up your learning, and comprehensive Coffee Break Spanish dictionaries. Full details, including pricing, are available at mycoffeebreakspanish.com. This podcast was brought to you by the Radiolingua Network. Find out more at www.radiolingua.com.